Hey, what's up, you guys? Killer Kyle here, alongside me, Matt, out on the balcony of the second floor, which is, well, my apartment's just inside the door there, and Matt, being not too particularly fond of heights, well, he's
This
being brave enough to attempt this.
this will be like my third time up here, so yeah, pretty much. It's actually a pretty nice background here,
Yeah, looks pretty good.
but
And we later, we're going to be doing a video on our Wheels of Fury YouTube channel talking about championship wrestling from 1977. But tomorrow night on the WWE Network, 7 o'clock Eastern, is NXT TakeOver 25. Wow.
Jesus. I mean, I didn't even know, and I looked at it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, because I said last week that we were gonna do another look back episode at Championship Wrestling in the '70s, and I thought, okay, well, let's do that. But then yesterday I went, oh, jeez, there it is, NXT Takeover 25. It's pretty cool. So I mean, there's some really good matches on there. We might as well do that.
Yeah, for sure. And Matt had. Whoa. Kind of distorted it a little there. Whatever.
Eh,
But Matt had talked to me and was like, hey, why don't we get together early, talk about NXT TakeOver 25, and then later do a video for look back at an old championship wrestling from 77. But I was a little preoccupied, so
How much I forgot again.
I was like, alright, here's the plan. We can talk about NXT TakeOver 25 on my YouTube channel, and then on the Wheels of Fury YouTube channel, talk about Championship Wrestling from 77.
Right.
So, with that being said, first match is going to be Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong.
Uh, and look at the veteran for Roderick Strong, and then also Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's been in MMA. He's
Yeah.
been on Smash, of course, his classic match with Mia Yim. He's been on a lot of different wrestling promotions. You just sent me a thing on Evolve, which I still have to look at. but-
Yeah.
And obviously Roderick Strong, a guy who's been TNA, most notably Ring of Honor.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a really nice, cool. It's gonna be a cool match, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with that. I mean, both of those guys know how to work. It's gonna be great. But I think Matt Riddle definitely has that unique style, you know, barefoot, uh, you know, MMA classic moves. It's gonna be really cool to see that. Of course, his vicious kicks, you know. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that match is gonna do.
Same here. And if you haven't seen the match with Riddle and Yim, highly recommended. Go check it out. I think you can find it somewhere on YouTube. And yeah, with Matt Riddle having the MMA background and well versed in submissions and that, and of course Roderick Strong having various backbreakers and more of a stiff style or strong style, no pun intended. It's going to be a battle of different styles, but I think it should be a really good match.
Yeah, and you know, you got Roderick Strong, like I said, he's the veteran. Unfortunately, the only thing he's gotten so far was the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Yes.
You got Matt Riddle, who's already tasted the North American Championship. He's pretty soon due for the NXT Championship itself. I don't know for how long we can wait for that, but I think Matt Riddle definitely can pull it off, and but we'll see
Yeah.
because Roderick is also one of the best wrestlers of today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm gonna say Matt Riddle for this one actually, unless you've got Undisputed Era getting involved. I'm gonna have to say Matt Riddle.
Yeah. This should be a really good match. Like I said, it's a clash of styles. I I'm kind of in the same boat as Matt. I believe Matt Riddle can get a win if the rest of the members of Undisputed Era don't get involved. If they do get involved, then it's more than likely going to be Roderick Strong. We'll see what happens though.
For sure.
Next, we go to a four-way tag team ladder match to crown new NXT Tag Team Champions. The champions were Viking Raiders, but they relinquished the titles because they're now a part of Monday Night Raw. And it's going to be the Street Profits, Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the Forgotten Sons, and O'Neal Larkin and Danny Burch.
Yes. So I mean that's gonna be money.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of it has to do with the ladder match. The ladder match, whether it's a tag team or singles, is always a good time. And to see all these competitors now, I mean, Red Dragon, again, we talk about the longevity of their careers.
Yes.
You know, Ring of Honor, Japan, you know, that's not quite sure what else, but they've had many championship reigns, you know. Yeah, Bobby Fish was injured for a while, so
Yeah.
Roderick and
Kyle.
Kyle kind of teamed together and were the tag team champions. But now that they're back together, Red Dragon is nice and strong, and they're gonna do what they do best. You know, the Forgotten Sons, definitely a good idea as a tag team. The war veterans that get no respect, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's going to be in the match, whether it's going to be Wesley Blake or.
Is it going to be like Wesley Blake and Jay Cutler? Is it going to be like Jay Cutler and Jackson Riker? Is it going to be Jackson Riker and Wesley Blake?
And then you got the Street Profits, you know, and they're going to do this. And, you know, and I think that it's their due. And I know that they've been in the business now for a year, or a year and a half, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's time for the Street Profits to get their due.
Yeah, I
You
do
know,
too.
It's one of those things where, again, you have to look at how good all these guys are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, Danny and Orny are pretty good as a tag team as well.
Yes.
But you gotta look at it this way. You know, Orny Larkin is gonna be on 205.
Yeah.
And so, would it make sense for him to be Cruiserweight Champion while being NXT Tag Team Champion? I don't know.
Yeah.
But now you also have Danny Burch going to UK, NXT UK.
Yes.
So it's kind of like I don't think they're going to win the tag team titles on Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, I think it's going to be either Street Profits or Red Dragon.
Yeah. I'm not really fully 100% sure if it's going to be Undisputed Era's time for the tag champions again. But I think if there's a team that's hot right now that really should be NXT Tag Team Champions, it's definitely Street Profits.
Yeah, for sure.
And now we go on to a match for the NXT North American Champion. You've got the current champion, the Velveteen Dweeb, if you will. And a returning OG of NXT, one Mr. Tyler Breeze. Prince Pretty himself.
Whoever would have thought that he would come back into NXT
Yeah.
of all places.
Oh yeah.
You know, the highlight of his career, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dolph Ziggler's Canadian brother. And it's like, well, that's what I thought at the time before well, anyways,
Yeah.
those two competitors have very similar styles. You know,
Yes.
you've got Tyler Breeze, who's the fashion guy, who comes to the ring. He's got the phone with the stick on it. And
Yeah.
he's got the fur coats and all that stuff. You got him teaming with Johnny Curtis or Fandango
Yes.
and all that stuff. And then, of course, you know, Velveteen Dream, who definitely is one of the best on NXT.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's gonna be interesting once he goes to Raw or SmackDown, how
Yes.
they're gonna treat him, but as of right now, he's doing very well on NXT.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
You know, great matches with Johnny Gargano and Matt Riddle and all those guys. And
Yeah.
so I'm thinking that you're gonna see a really good fight, a really good match,
Oh, absolutely.
a really good wrestling match, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be a toss-up. I really don't know who I think is gonna win because Tyler Breeze just came back to NXT. So
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't really think it's going to be Tyler Breeze's time to get a championship, having just returned to NXT, and I believe they put Tyler Breeze on NXT just to give him something to do while Fandango's still recovering from injury, and so I believe it'll be a good match, but I believe Velveteen Dream is more than likely going to retain the title.
Yeah, as much as I think Tyler Breeze is a good competitor, I don't think it's his time right now. I'm gonna probably aim for NXT Toronto, if anything.
Yeah. Next, we go on to a match for the NXT Women's Championship. You've got the current NXT Women's Champion, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, against. Close enough.
Yeah.
The Ace of the Sky, Io Shirai.
Yeah,
That kind of rhymes.
that's right. Another match that I think is gonna be money. I mean, look, if you're gonna have the match with, you know, Kylie Sane and Shayna Baszler, that was a good match.
Yes.
That was a really good match.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think that Io Shirai has that ability, the high flying, and she's gonna do a great job in that match.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Shayna Baszler definitely has the tap, snap, or crap, whatever thing, and she's gonna try to put, you know, in a clutch or whatever, you know. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great match. You also have to take into consideration that the Four Horsewomen are gonna be there as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir are going to have.
Two of the whole Four Horsewomen.
Yeah, they're going to have some sort of involvement in the match. Now, I do believe that Candice LeRae is going to be alongside Io in that match after Io came out to help Candice after Candice was getting a 3-on-1 beatdown last week. And of course, Io Shirai comes out with a kendo stick and starts waylaying the crap out of the three of them.
That was the best.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens there. I think Candice is definitely one of the best wrestlers on NXT.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Best female wrestlers.
Best
on
female,
NXT,
absolutely.
Yeah. And when it's kind of interesting when my brother and I were in Peterborough for NXT, her and Johnny took pictures with the crowd on
Yeah.
the bottom floor, and I'm like, geez, you know, would have been cool if we got ground seats just for that. But
Yeah, exactly.
anyways, it's gonna be a good match, I'm sure.
Do you think it could be potentially Io Shirai's time to be NXT Women's Champion yet? Or does she need a little more time?
Well, just like
As like a singles competitor.
yeah, I know. Just like Tyler Breeze, I think that it's time that Io Shirai maybe the next pay per view gets a title, but as of right now, I don't see that. I mean,
Yeah.
even though, again, I don't know how long she's actually been in the business
Right.
in WWE,
Yeah.
so I'll say Shayna's gonna retain because Shayna, I mean, she knows what to do.
Yeah. I think Io Shirai's been in the wrestling business for a little over 10 years, so.
Yeah,
But as far as her NXT run is concerned, it's been a very good run, and I think it needs a little longer and a little bit more of a build up before she gets a championship. So I think I'm going to agree with Matt on this one and go Shayna Baszler for the win.
yeah.
And finally, we go on to a rematch from the last NXT takeover, which was
Johnny Gargano and
no. I'm talking about the 203 Falls match they
oh
had
yeah,
at the take. Oh, was it New York? Or was it New York?
that might have
Yeah,
been
NXT Takeover New York. 203 Falls for was that match. This is the rematch for the NXT Championship. The champion Johnny Gargano against.
Adam Cole, baby.
There you go. Yep. And there was a show, I guess you can call it, on the WWE Network, and they were talking about Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, and after the loss, Adam was focused and determined and, training really hard and doing all these live events, and Johnny Gargano was, as a champion, he was in his hometown, and he was, threw out the first pitch for an Indians game and
Yeah.
was on a radio station and went to one of the local wrestling schools and spent some time with his family and all this other stuff. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this time around.
Yeah.
Now, and it's interesting because you still got Adam Cole crowing, "Oh, I beat you in the first fall of that match," and Johnny's like, "Yeah, you did beat me in the first fall, but I beat you two straight to be the champion."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you beat me in the first fall; it's the other falls that count to determine the champion.
Yeah.
Well, at that point,
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a great match as well. They both put on very great matches. I keep saying that, but it is true. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely,
Adam Cole definitely has been proven as one of the best wrestlers of any territory that he's wrestled,
yeah,
especially Ring of Honor.
oh absolutely,
The guy was the Triple Crown in Ring of Honor.
yes,
So, I mean, that's awesome. Johnny Gargano's had some great matches as well in NXT. I unfortunately haven't seen a lot of his matches elsewhere,
yeah,
but it's gonna be cool to see what happens in this match.
yeah,
I'm gonna say Johnny Gargano.
yeah.
I eventually want to see Adam Cole get the title, but I'm not even sure if it's his time right as we speak.
Yeah, for sure.
But who knows? I mean, I would be happy with either or.
I think I would be too. I mean, does Adam Cole deserve to be NXT champion? Absolutely, 100%. Is it time for Johnny to lose the championship? I don't think so yet. He needs quite a bit of a run with the championship before he passes the torch, if you will. So I'm gonna go Gargano as well. So that is the NXT Takeover 25 predictions. Check us out a little later on our Wheels of Fury page talking about old school wrestling, championship wrestling from 1977.
Keep saying I gotta make my own Wheels of Fury page for YouTube because it's on my channel. I mean, there's a lot of things I could do with that, but for some reason, I tried to type in a different password and it won't let me go, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So for Killer Kyle, alongside me, Matt, and my YouTube channel, this has been NXT Takeover 25. And whatever, will see you again soon.
Look at the view, man. That's amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely
Like,
amazing,
nobody does
amazing
that.
view.